Thank you for calling Citi. This call may be monitored or recorded. Client focusing Citibank, this is Victoria. How can I help you out?
Hey, hi Victoria. I just spoke with Rio. Rio gave me on to Victoria.
I'm sorry. I'm having a little trouble understanding. It's very muffled. Are you hearing me okay?
Yes, I'm hearing you just fine.
Okay. I'm sorry. It is very muffled. I'm not understanding you. I'm going to have to ask Rita to give us a call back. Thank you.
Oh, that's a line of crap. She set me up. Rio set me up. So what I need to do is I need to call Rio again and be like, hey, Rio, did you tell Victoria to act like she can't hear what I'm saying? Because I could clearly hear what she was saying. You hear what she's saying? I heard what she said, but she says she didn't hear what I was saying, but I heard what she was saying. So I think she's full of crap. Me and Rio are about to break up. I'm not taking her out for spaghetti. Nope. She's lost her mind. You know what? I think Steve had something to do with that too. I think Steve was trying to hook me up with Rio so that Rio could flip me over to Victoria, and they all three working together on going against me so that Steve doesn't have to pay off my daggum credit card bill. All right. Well, see if I can call him back real quick. We'll try that. We'll see what happens. She's going to keep hanging up on me. I know it.
Thank you for calling Citi. This call may be monitored or recorded.
And lied.
Thank you for calling Citi. My name is Trini. How can I help today?
Hey, Victoria, this is Johnny. We got cut off a little bit ago somehow. I'm not for sure exactly how that happened or whatnot, but it happened.
I'm sorry, my name's Trini, not Victoria. Were you speaking to Victoria earlier?
I was, but she said that she couldn't understand what I was saying or couldn't hear me or whatnot, but she was coming in pretty clear like a crystal, kind of like if you're looking out of a glass that's been just freshly washed off with Windex. It was that clear. But she said she couldn't understand what I was saying. And I was calling.
Yeah, sometimes we have connections like that sound like, someone's underwater, so it happens.
Oh, okay. But it ain't raining or nothing here, so I'm not really under any water. But I was getting down to it because I just got off the phone with Rio, which gave me this number. And then Rio sent me to Victoria, and Victoria said that she couldn't hear me, even though I could hear her. And this is all resolved back to Steve. I'm supposed to be talking with Steve, and I'm getting a runaround here with everybody else. It involves Steve taking care of my credit card payment because my whole fiasco. If you got some time, I'll get you caught up to the situation here. One day I was outside, and I went to go make a payment to.
I'm sorry, sir, if you give me 1 second and let me have the account information, that would help, because then I can kind of follow.
RIO, that was her name. I said, because I understood what she said, but I.
Well, no, sir. No, the account number, sir. Sorry, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you just fine. The account number involved with Steve is about the kangaroo that I had. He ended up getting into some cocaine and jumped up into my neighbor's tree, and the detectives took him. And then I had to act like I was an electrician to get my my kangaroo back. And then Steve said, well, if you're going to get your kangaroo back, the detectives are probably going to come back after you. So you need to get yourself a gator. So in the process of getting the gator, I thought that was kind of weird. He was telling me that kangaroos like peanuts. So I got a bag of peanuts while I was waiting on the gator to get here. Well, last night when the gator got here with 450 hamsters, because that's what he was supposed to eat. My kangaroo wasn't going into the cage, and so I had to forcefully push him in there. And when I did, the gator snatched him up, and then I ended up tasing myself in the process, and I was throwing my hamsters at him, and he just didn't let go of my kangaroo. And Rio said that this number here would come back to Steve, and I wanted to just settle a settlement. And if he paid off my credit card, that I wouldn't bring any law enforcement to him to where there's a lawsuit or anything, because I don't want to put up a lawsuit. But I'm just dealing with a lot right now, and Steve said that he would take care of the whole situation. So I'm just trying to get a hold of Steve again. I don't know what happened to Steve.
Yeah, I'm not sure who Steve is, sir.
No.
Sounds like a very crazy situation. Do you have an account number with this, sir, that I can bring up? Let's start there.
Well, I have it with Rio. Rio has my account number, but the number that I did have, she said that yeah, okay.
That's fine. Let's do this. What's your social? Because I need to bring up some type of account here, sir.
Well, see, and that's what I was talking with Sean the very first time. Whenever he asked me for a social, I was like, well, I'm not for sure which one to give you because I'm actually in a legal battle right now, getting my name changed. And my name is Johnny, but I wanted to get it changed to Thomas because my brother's name was Thomas. And Thanksgiving of 2021, we were playing football. Well, when I threw the football, he got hit by a car out in the street, and he rolled into the neighbor's bushes, and everybody was looking for him, but it was like his body just disappeared or something. So I wanted to surprise my parents by changing my name to Thomas so that next time I see them, they're going to call me Johnny. I said, no, I'm Thomas. I came back to say happy Thanksgiving or happy birthday or whatever the situation may be. That's kind of what my goal was of changing my name, but I didn't realize that it was going to deal with having to change my social security number, my address. My whole life is basically changing over this name. And so I hope my parents appreciate the fact that I'm trying to bring my brother back to life through me by doing this, because if not, then I've done it all for nothing. But I didn't realize all this stuff was going to go down. And when I went into Tractor Supply there, I made my payment, and they asked me what my name was, and I told them what the whole situation was, and then they looked up something, and that's how they got to it. And then I ended up getting a hold of Steve, and Steve was giving me this runaround about getting a gator to protect my kangaroo, and it ended up becoming a mess. But Steve, we're going to get to the bottom of this, where Steve is going to take care of my balance in full, because I ain't got the money for that, because I did what he told me to, and that was to get a daggum gator, and I'd write a check, and writing that check, it probably bounced from here to Canada, and that ain't no joke, because I didn't have that amount of money in my bank account to go off and buy a gator and 450 hamsters, but I did it because that's what Steve told me. So that's kind of what the settlement's coming down to right now. If y'all can just pass me on to Steve, I would be in a much better predicament, because y'all ain't understanding the scenario that I'm in right now, but Steve does, because I talked with Steve. I don't know if there's a Sean there. Maybe Sean's in. I know it's that time of the year where people get flu and get sick and whatnot, but maybe that's why they may not be there. But if they are there, that would be even better, because then I can get to the whole bottom of this scenario myself. You know what I mean? Victoria?
Yeah, I'm not Victoria, sir.
Oh,
I
I'm sorry.
would just call back when you have further information, sir, so we can bring up your account, because I need some sort of information to assist you. So I would just call back, sir.
Okay, well, I got a pen and paper here. If you want to tell me what information I need and whatnot, I'll get down to the bottom of this. I'll go out to THC today and go get this information, and everything will be good there then. Or if you could just pass me on to Steve.
I would get a complete social, sir. Just get your social, and we'll go from there.
Man, I gotta go to the judge for that. There isn't a better way to do that?
I don't have any other way, sir, so we can properly find your account. That's the best way.
Well, are you properly able to go through your building or whatnot and look up anybody that's got the name of Steve or Sean or Ben? Rio knows. Rio was supposed to send me to Steve, and she said, call 866-345-9616. I got it written down right here on a piece of paper. She even talked about going out and getting spaghetti and grilled cheese one night, and I was like, girl, I got to deal with one step at a time. I got one thing I'm dealing with here, and I got to deal with getting this thing resolved.
Yeah, call back with the social, sir. That's the best I can advise.
Is that
Is
that a social security number, or is that an actual, like, a social, as in like a ice cream social, to where I need to have something for that, like an ingredient or whatnot? Or I'm not quite picking up what you're putting down on that.
Yeah, just call us back when you have the information, sir. I'm disconnecting the call now, okay?
Well,
I gotta take other calls here.
The information is Steve. That's the only information I have. Steve has all my information.
But it's over what we need to proceed. So do what you got to do to get that, and then give us a call back.
Okay, is there a number that I can get,
Thank you for your time.
so I can get straight to you two? Do you have a number for that? Like your account number thing?
We don't have direct numbers.
Oh, shoot.
Nobody has any direct number, sir.
So
We
Steve
can give
wouldn't
you
have
a
that either?
department number, which it sounds like you already have, sir.
A department number is what I need?
No, sir. I'm saying you already have our number. Just use that one when you call back.
But will Steve be there?
Thank you for your time.
I don't think anybody else is able to help me
I
out.
don't know, sir.
Except for Steve.
There might be a few Steves, sir. There may be a few. I don't use spoke to. So just call us back with the proper information, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Is there a lot of people that's working there? Is that what the problem is? Is that...
Yeah, there is a lot of people, and there's probably who knows how many Steves, sir.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well,
thank you for your time, okay?
well,
Thank you for your time.
do you know Steve's last name?
No, sir. I don't know who you're referring to, sir. But thank you for your time.
Steve.
Have a good day.
I'm referring to Steve. I'm going to have a good day. I just need to talk with Steve, and I'll have a great day.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so you got his last
what I
name
need,
then?
sir. So just give us a call back with that information. I'm ending this call now, okay? Thank you for your time.
But I got Steve's information. It's Steve. Oh, man. How'd I know she was going to do that eventually? I knew it. It's like I'm a mind reader. I know when something's going to happen, and that just happened. I'm going to wait a little bit, let her calm down, pump her brakes. You know, she's getting a little worked up there at the end, and she needs to calm down because that kind of stuff will just get you in a whole heap of trouble, and I know all about trouble, okay? So, Victoria. Sorry, my name's not Victoria. Well, Victoria said, this is your name. I don't know your name, but it's not Steve, and I need to get with Steve so I can get this whole... My gator's out there gnawing on a rock right now. I got to get this gator inside. I got to do some work. I got to take this wall out and shove him down here in the stairs down in the basement, and I got to figure out... I don't know if I have enough garden. Maybe I'll use my neighbors because that's gonna be a bill of its own, a daggone water bill to fill my basement. Shoot. My neighbor ain't home right now. I'll just go over there and I'll run a hose from his spigot over to my basement window. Get this basement filled up so I can get my gator in here. Man, he's just going to tear his teeth all to heck. Oh, that's not good. I got to go. I got to get this gator under control.